What's going on, guys? It's your boy the Markham Knight here. Today's video is going to be all about the Merciless collect to build figure from McFarlane Toys. Now it did take just 4 figures to build this guy and he looks awesome. Let's get right into the sculpt details here. Let's focus in a little bit here. Starting with his face over here, the head sculpt is done really well. I love the red in the eyes to contrast from the metallic blue. He has that neck guard thing. The shoulder pauldrons have a lot of detail, and the detailing is all throughout, including his arms over here. Even his sword is inscripted all the way through. He has that fur thing dangling from his skull belt and everything, and chains and everything. It does go, detailing goes right into the legs. He looks awesome, guys, and he is sculpted very well. To give you a look at the back of him, again, everything is sculpted to perfection. He looks awesome. He has a lot going on all the way throughout, and he is done very well, whether you look at him at a profile, you look at him straight on, or you look at him from the rear. He looks awesome, guys. So let's get right into his articulation. Now, he doesn't have too much at the head, mostly because everything he has is hindering him. So he gets that far down in the head, and then he gets just that high up. He does have head tilting just a little bit, but again, the ears and everything always limit him. It does run into his shoulder pauldrons a lot. He can twist his head side to side also. In the arms, you do have a butterfly joint, but again, the pauldrons do limit it for the movement there. He would be able to get a full 360 also if you really needed him to. He has he doesn't have a bicep swivel, but he has an elbow swivel over here. And then he also has rotation at the hands. And because this giant thing here, you can't really use the hinge too much either. So he is limited there. He does have a ball joint at the torso and then also at the waist. So he can move in all those sorts of directions there, which is pretty solid. Obviously, you're not going to get his legs up too high because he is hindered over here, and you're not going to get him too far back. Again, he is hindered there. Now, he connects at the thigh, so he does have a thigh cut if you wanted to do a swivel there. At the knees, you do have double joints, but they do not get back that far. He is quite limited there. And then at the feet, you do have his foot can get about that high up, and his ankle gets about that far back. And then you do have, very important, toe articulation here. And then you have a slight, not necessarily a swivel, but you get a slight little ankle movement there too. So he is pretty well articulated for a figure of this size. So let's get him standing straight up over here, and then we can jump right into a size comparison. Okay guys, for the size comparison, we need to start with doing a actual measurement of the Merciless here. As you can see, without the ears, he stands at about 8 inches. With the ears, he stands at just under 9 inches tall there. So he is very tall. And the first thing you would like to stand him next to is going to be Batman from the Metal series. And you can see they scale very well together. They look really good. And then the next guy that you definitely want next to him is going to be the Batman Who Laughs. And if you look at them standing next to each other, they all scale pretty well. Ideally, you would like your Bruce Waynes to be the exact same height, but you can't always get everything that you ask for. So they look really good together. I'm going to remove Batman over here, and I'm actually going to get Batman Who Laughs on this side over here, just for you guys to get a better look at him next to him. And then let's get Infected Superman next to them. And Infected Superman, although I'm not standing him at his full height, he's a little bit shorter than you would want him to be next to these guys. Ideally, he's supposed to be taller than Batman. At full height, when standing straight up, even if I straighten his legs out now, he is still not as tall as the Batman Who Laughs. But let's get this Bruce Wayne next to him. And as you can see, they all scale really well together. They are built perfectly for each other. Batman Who Laughs looks perfect in between these two dudes. If you put this guy over here and you get these guys, they definitely look really good together. Oh, let's pop him back up. Yeah, they look really good together. These guys all scale very well together, and they look really good together. The Merciless is done very well. And the last thing I do want to put him with here, I'm going to remove these two out of there. Let's get Merciless centered again. And let's stand him up next to what I feel like is kind of an inspiration for the Merciless. This is Ares, and it's from the Wonder Woman movie. Now this is a Mattel figure, and he's built in the 6-inch scale. Merciless is built in the 7-inch scale, so he is a little bit smaller, but they both have that cool metallic blue going on. They do look really, really good together. Obviously this guy has more of a silvery blue going on, and this one has just more of a metallic blue going on, but they look really, really good together, and you can see the inspiration that they might have gotten from that figure. Again, he is based loosely on Ares. This is Batman, God of War. Obviously Ares is the God of War, and he was who Batman killed to get these God of War powers. So I'm gonna remove him, and let's just talk a little bit about the Merciless again. Guys, this is a fantastic figure. He looks amazing. He is articulated very, very well. He looks awesome in pretty much every single way. He doesn't have accessories. He doesn't really need accessories outside of his sword. This is the God of War Bruce Wayne, and he looks fantastic. Do you guys have this guy in your collection? If not, what are you waiting for?
This is the Markham Knight, and I need you to like, comment, and subscribe.